This is your Morning Mojo with Coach Patricia from ReCoaching.com. This is the third installment in a three-part series dealing with ghosting. And this one deals with, what do you do now? What do you do with the aftermath? So I just want to remind you that in a prior one I talked about some of the reasons why people do it. There may have been control issues, and it may have been passive aggressive. It may have been, the person just can't deal with perceived conflict. And let's face it, breaking up does not always have to be in conflict. All right, there is a way to say and do anything. You just have to search for it. All right, you have to educate yourself on how to do it. But the thing about those types of pullaways is that it creates a type of need for closure within the other person that may come off as a neediness, as they are seeking out and trying to grasp a hold of you, actually, just to get in contact with you in order to find out what happened. Give me something, but you're not there. So that person, that stays with some people, and they may take that over into their next relationship. All right, and they will always need resolution. Some closure. It seems to compound other issues. The fact that you don't know, there are all types of possibilities when you've been ghosted. It's the prime reason why you don't want to blame yourself. When you start to blame yourself, you begin to play on all those things that you normally pick up on yourself that you want to improve or that you don't like. Maybe it's the way I laugh. Maybe it's that time XYZ happened. Maybe I should have lost those few pounds. Maybe, what? We tend to be so hard on ourselves. But when a person ghosts you, trust me, it's not all about you. All right? They're telling you something more about themselves. All right? And you need to look at that. And frankly, do you really want to be in a relationship with the type of person who is so comfortable with just disappearing? The type of person who really wasn't all the way in there with you to begin with? Do you really want to be in a relationship with that type of a person? Okay? So don't blame yourself. Also, don't turn your anger inward. Yes, you may be angry at that person, but you don't want to find yourself feeding yourself negative self-talk that will, just jump in there. But the more you pay attention to it and give energy to it, the more often it will happen and the stronger it becomes. And before you know it, you're walking around constantly with this negative dialogue going on, and it exudes from you without people even knowing you. Some people can take one look at you and they can tell what type of state of mind you're in. And you don't want to go around like that. You don't want to allow someone else to steal your joy. You can't let somebody else do that. You're too important to you. And you're here in this life to enjoy it. So sometimes you have to find a way to catalog this person. Okay, this is a person who wasn't available to me, and this is also the person that wasn't for me. So hallelujah, thank you that they're gone, that they moved on and left you alone. Okay. You also have to be careful to notice any changes in your own behavior afterwards. And I'm not saying that you don't look to see, well, what are some things that I noticed about myself in this, relationship or pseudo relationship that we had for this time that I could improve upon. Yeah, you do that. Okay. But when I'm talking about here, changes in your behavior, Do you find yourself sad a lot more often than normal? Are you showing more anxiety? And is it flowing over into other areas of your life where all of a sudden you're fearful of what your coworkers are thinking, what your boss is thinking, why you didn't, get that raise, why you didn't get that promotion, why? All these different whys. If it starts to take over your life, then that's a sign that you need to do something about it, okay? Because all of these things leave residual issues behind, and sometimes they can be compounded by other factors in your life, okay? And we all want the best life for each other because you deserve it. So I hope that this helped. And if you need to talk about it, you can reach me. My information is below. So use my website. And until then, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for listening.